So I'm going to show you this real quick. This is from the earlier chase. Apparently the woman's okay. I'm going to try not to show her getting hit, but I just want to show you.
Cruiser now.
Let me widen out for you.
And also, look how fast this cop car is coming in. This is really some Florida shit, and I saw somebody saying that earlier, which is somewhat funny to me. But this is, I'm surprised. Usually they come from the side. This guy,
he's right on his tail. Here we go.
I don't know if they're really supposed to do that. Hit him from the back like that.
Wow! Look, him. Oh my
it
god!
Sends him flying forward. Imagine if there was people walking on the sidewalk.
Gosh, I can't believe he did that. But he bumped the rear of the vehicle.
Hit some type of pole.
On the sidewalk, took out a pole.
And not only that,
this is Vermont at
look at the person walking. The cop comes again while a pedestrian is crossing here.
Driver door is
and and she gets sideswiped. All right, let's take out Skyfox. I didn't know Stu was out there too.
Dog is just like me. He's like, what do I miss? What did I miss?
Robot Mel. Yeah, so far I'm not seeing anything about the dog. We'll see. I'll keep an eye out on Twitter.
All right.
If they say anything.
I got the body armor. I got the shield. What do you want to do? All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna stay here for like 2 hours and see if this guy gets out of the car on his own. And after the 2 hours, we're gonna go out for donuts, and then make a decision on if we're gonna wait a little longer.
Yo, Stu's wilding out. That's Stu.
This guy might have a BB gun. I don't know if that's less than lethal or a BB gun. All right, your job is to break the window. Okay. Which one?
That's Stu? Oh, hell no. Oh, shit, we're getting raided.
The body language.
Oh, no.
All right. Just going to walk over here. So this guy might have a real gun in there, but I'm just going to stand out here in the open and break his window. Yep, that's the plan. Here we go.
Oh!
Got the window. Took the window.
Oh, he's irritated.
Woke him up.
He woke up, yeah.
Woke him up. Woke him up.
That boy was high.
Look at him. He's like, oh, wait. Hands up. Hands up.
That
Okay.
was Stu.
Yeah, you broke my window. A BB gun.
Thank you for the raid, Brady.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now the dog. Look. Now the dog's happy. Look at him.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like in a daze. He kind of woke up. He has the wipers going. That dog is ready. I think he's giving up though. Something's wrong with his ass though.
Hit him with the pepper balls.
Yo, Stu is lit. I don't think I've ever heard him go like kind of. I mean, I know he's funny, but I never heard him like doing the cop joke.
Door's opening. Maybe if he can get out. The door's kind of jammed. He wasn't in an accident.
Might stumble out of the shit.
The dog wants to help him out the window.
You don't know what's going on, man. Oh, let's see.
Okay. Let me push the door a little bit. Oh, man.
Like blinded by the light.
Insurance going to cover this?
I don't think he's armed. I think he's high as hell. I mean, I wonder what he had, like what he took. Damn, the chat is lit right now. Oh my god.
These guys are going to help him with the door. Sir, we're here to help you with the door. Okay. See, you just had to really just kind of pull it.
Take his ass out of there.
And we're going to help you put these cuffs on.
Come out.
Seatbelt. 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 Okay.
That one laid up. Hey, look at the dog. Yo, the dog, he is ready.
Look at the dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
He is ready. I never seen one that like I don't know, into it, just like ready to go like that. I mean, I've seen them all get like, you know, hyper up, a little active, but this was really like,
yeah, the
thirsty.
Doubler's like all nasty. Let me try something else real quick. That's better.
Man, that's just pulling the cop, yo. Wow. Well, at least nobody's dead. Because this really could have been one of those situations. And the last chase too. The last chase was pretty nuts. It was short, but the lady got sideswiped.
Skyvox Simon Desk. This was very exciting. Thank you for letting us stay and watch it. Suspect is in custody, out of the vehicle.
Oh yeah, this guy threw a dog out the window for the new people that joined.
Copy all.
I'll
Copy
replay
all.
it.
If you get you another pursuit on the way back, just let us know. You know what? I was actually thinking about that. I think I have to miss one more pursuit, and then the next one after that will be good because, you know, it always happens in threes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Threes.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. That's what the news gods do.
No update on the dog. But this guy
They are messing with me big time.
opened the door earlier
Anyway, that was fun.
and threw a dog out. And then ran straight into somebody after.
Yes, Stu knows I can hear him. Give a shout out to the Bat Chat.
What a day. I think it's
Moy says he swerved into an oncoming vehicle before we got there.
yeah. But they got there a little late. I don't know if she's still out there. Uh-oh. Off the clock, but they cut it out.
There's them.
I guess they cut it. That was pretty wild. Don't like seeing people get hurt, though, of course. Side of his head was gone. What was the rest of the result from the... Oh, well, Kelly, the Sacramento thing. So apparently somebody had sent me a link. The standoff last night, the guy got shot in the head. The second standoff that we left. But he's alive, though, and he was in the hospital. There's 2 standoffs last night. The first one was in Texas. I don't know what was up with the guy in Texas. I had heard that the guy supposedly had shot somebody previously. Sacramento County standoff. There was two of them. There's a Texas one. Let me see if I can find it. The one that was hanging out the window. I don't know. This one. There's so many crazy people. You try to find it. The Sacramento one. This is it right here.
Yeah, and you said
Sacramento.
it. It's been a really chaotic evening here, and you can see this investigation is still ongoing at this point. The Sacramento County Sheriff's Office has confirmed that deputies did shoot this suspect that they had been in an ongoing standoff with for hours. I want to show you some video from earlier. This was a much larger scene earlier tonight when we have been out here watching watching the sheriff's.
So they're saying the guy died, the Sacramento guy in the morning. He died in the morning. Oh, wow. Okay, Sneeze Cloud, thank you. The Houston guy stabbed another man on the metro train. All right, thank you. Wilson said Houston one, he stabbed someone and broke into a church, and then that's the guy that was hanging out the window. And then the Sacramento guy, he got shot in the head, but somebody this morning had sent me something where it said he was alive at the hospital, but now they're saying he passed away. I didn't know that. Kimberly, thank you for the cash app for the 5 says for being the GOAT. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Deputies negotiate with this man. We're told that it started about 5 o'clock, 5:30 when the sheriff's office started getting calls that a man was firing a gun seemingly randomly. It didn't appear, they say, that he was pointing it at anyone in particular, just firing rounds. And that's when they descended on this apartment complex, evacuating the people that live inside. And it was about 9:30 when we could still hear those negotiations going on. But then we heard a series of bangs, and the sheriff's office did confirm that deputies had shot their suspect. We were able to talk with neighbors before that all unfolded, and they told us that this whole thing has just been unnerving.
This is chaotic for this side of town. There's no police presence usually on this side of town. You don't really hear sirens or nothing like that. So this is definitely out of the blue.
Oh, that stuff last night with the other YouTuber. I don't know. I guess there was a miscommunication or something. I ended up just removing his part of the stream last night because I didn't want to deal with it. But I don't know. I guess he said it's okay or whatever. I don't know. I'm just not interested in I just think it was like a misunderstanding. I don't want negative energy set towards people or anything like that. But I understand why people felt some kind of way. I heard something new in the Ramon story. He's been married with Murta since 2009, and Chris is the son too. Yeah, Aries. That is the biological mother of Chris, right? I know there was a lot of back and forth about whether Murta's the biological mom, the stepmom, the girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. I think it's actually his bio mother. The house was Murta's mom to dad, then Murta and son. Yeah, and I had somebody being kind of nasty and rude in the comments. One of the comments that I read talking about like, "Oh, how dare you put the mom was arrested," and blah blah blah. I'm like, because she was arrested, but even I mean, I think it's the mom, but not even the police know. It seems like it was like a whether it's the mom, the stepmom, or the girlfriend. I can't fit all that into the title and break down everything in the title. The title has to be short and concise, and my titles are already long. But the police kept saying stepmom. We looked at the marriage certificate yesterday. Where's that at? The Holy Matrimony, State of Texas, Bexar County, Ramon Prasado and Mata Romanos. What's the date on this thing? March. That's a 2009. Let's see. B12 says someone on that TikTok was saying Ike Mel stole content, etc. He kept saying it. I finally said Mel is off YouTube, doesn't feel good, and was going to Cash App him. Lance said he sent you a message. The thing last night, listen, I don't think it's a big deal. The thing last night was I was in the guys' chat and I was asking if I could use his video for the live stream. I was using his TikTok, but he's also on YouTube. And he couldn't see the messages for a while. So I asked a few times. I figured he probably couldn't see it, even though maybe I think he could. But anyway, and I put it on TikTok. And then he responded and he said something like, "No, you can't use the video. This is a business and you have to pay me," or something like that. And I was saying, I don't know if, obviously you can hear me, but I had said like I don't mind sending a Cash App. I'm not signing no contract, but I honestly think that he could have benefited more from that than I benefited from. I could just sit here with the scanner all night. It doesn't matter. But I was going to send people over there, which I did. And I told people, hey, here's the channel. I even put the link in the description. Not that big of a deal to me because with other stringers like AXN News, Riverside, when those guys hit me up and they don't charge me, they're like, hey, you got to pay me. But I send the love back towards them, and I still send them super chats and sometimes even Cash Apps. I'd be like, oh, here's the money for driving out there. Of course, this guy from last night is not going to understand that, but like I'm always reciprocating and giving people's things. Like even with Carlos, I sent them whatever the TikTok coins are, and I sent them $100 Cash App. I'm always like a giving person, but when you're like demanding, like I'm not gonna. I mean, I really don't need it like that, you know. So that's what happened last night, and so people went in the chat, and I said it's no big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. The only people that are making it a big deal, I think, is the people over there. But I don't think it's a big deal. I even said in the live chat, no big deal. And as soon as he said you can't use it, I closed the video off and that was it. And I even went an extra step and I removed the entire shit off of the live stream last night. So the live stream last night was like an hour and 40 something minutes. You go today and check, there's 17 minutes. And all I left was because I don't care like that. It's at the end of the day, it does nothing for me. It's not going to make or break me. I cut off the hour and 30 something minutes, whatever it is. I left 17 minutes, kept it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. I just kept it moving. But like, I don't hold a grudge or anything like that. You know, I did get an email or something like that from Mod, and I explained like, hey, whatever. But like, that's it. I'm not going to continue on for days on end over some live stream. I removed it already. Oh, you got an update? Wilson says the dog is okay.
Well, Heidi.
All right.
Yeah.
And with the stringer people, okay, the dog is okay. I get it. Like, these people are going out there driving in person, so maybe they could feel some kind of way. Like, hey, I'm out here spending the gas, driving, maybe putting myself at risk. I understand that too. That's why I try to, like, when I can. Can't do it all the time, but when I can, and then I'd be like, yo, go subscribe. I tell these people, turn on redirect. They don't know what redirect is. Turn on redirect. Because then when I end my live stream, I can send...
Nobody heard a dog. What is going on in here?
They're carrying on about the dog. I knew the dog was going to be a thing. I know people love dog. Everybody's
Yeah. Oh, I guess somebody else is... Oh, whoever stayed there, they got the... they were doing the load. That's what's going on. They switched feeds.
So, oh yeah, with the redirect thing too. I think the stringer thing could be a mutual thing. I don't.
Who showed up?
I don't think there's any like stepping on each other's because it's worked out before. We're like, all right, I'm getting off. I'm tired. Send 2,000, 3,000 people over there. Go subscribe. If you want to check out their content sometime or whatever. It's only backfired on me twice where I've sent people to another place trying to be nice and they were actually nasty on the other side.
Well, always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
But there's no ill will. I'm fine with it. Like, there's no whatever.
Oh, for that. Yeah.
But I saw people commenting about it today. I guess
They didn't do any penance.
I was going to do a members.
I wonder if
talk
they
about
had
it.
some of that pursuit. Did they get there after us or
Oh.
before us?
Belgian Malinois.
Oh, okay. So they okay. Right, because they had it all. Oh no, 5 didn't have any of it. Yeah. Right.
Was last night one of them? Well, he didn't have redirect turned on, so I mean, I didn't
Right.
send people over there anyway. I actually told him in the chat he should turn it on. There's a few people I told that they should turn it on because it would really help, but I think some people don't understand how redirect works, the raid thing.
We got a bunch of we got a brush fire. This is like vegetation, not brush, vegetation fire by the freeway, but it's nothing. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, there's somebody from the other stream. He said he's a new streamer and learning, but some of you attack was ridiculous. Yes, Brady, thank you for the redirect. Appreciate that. It's shift change for Stu. What I wonder how many shifts, like how many does he do? Like 12-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts? Mall in Florida? Is there something in the mall going on? Florida Mall?
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Those were the days.
Oh, I didn't know something happened. Video shows arrest of man accused of fatal Florida mall shooting. Yeah, you can't go anywhere, man. I don't even want to go anywhere anymore. Where was this? Ocala. People are just crazy, man. Five, 2 shifts. Oh, 5 to 2. Then 2 to 11:30. Yeah, we saw the dog replay, but they said the dog's okay. He was just chilling. Picture of the helicopter pilot? Yeah, I think he has a Twitter. Let me see. This dude. A nice guy. I guess he might consider him legendary. I don't know. This dude. I wonder how long he's been doing it, though. I think they have a Facebook page too. Aerial photojournalist in Sky Fox. Blessed and love my job. Grandpa and father to 4. Observer of life. Carpenter and car enthusiast. Sky Snitch. That's just dope, man.
Well, we'll try again tomorrow.
Oh, no. Let me get that before they. Oh. Anything else going on today? Anything crazy? Any crazy news? Did we miss out on anything? Oh, did you hear? You know what I heard about this Murdoch, Alex Murdoch, for those that went through the financial trial with me. They said, oh, no, it's not that one. It's not that one. Oh, it is. Is it that one? Okay, two things. With the Alex Murdoch stuff, Brandy said that apparently, I don't know, Court TV streamers who aren't part of the jury pool are apparently not allowed to stream it without licensing approval from Court TV. How does that work out? Would you have to pay Court TV to stream it? That's for Alex Murdoch. And then what Mo told me about Brian Kohlberger, another huge trial coming up, right? So we can stream it. We can stream it, but they say you can't modify it. So it says the media and the public may capture and use live stream video and audio footage, but are strictly prohibited from altering footage in any way, including zooming in on the defendant. Live broadcasting, transmitting, and streaming by the media and public from the inside courtroom is prohibited. So they're saying, you know how they're always like, oh, zoom in here, zoom in there, make these enhancements. You're not allowed to do that apparently with the Kohlberger stuff. Well, yeah, I don't know if Law and Crime's gonna stream it. I wonder if Court TV has some type of exclusivity. He's talking about the chase. Yeah, that looked definitely intentional. They say the dog's okay, but people are saying they want proof that the dog's okay. They want proof of life. Is recovery here? Patricia, Happy New Year's. Usually only one channel has a camera and shares it with everybody to keep out so many cameras. That makes sense, right, Bodhi? I wonder too, because I wonder if it's worth paying for it. I wonder how much they'll charge. Proof of life. Hey, Recovery needs to do an actual he might not know how to do it, but the redirect. Or maybe he did, it's just not showing up on my thing. Oh my god. I was trying to type in his channel name and I put redirect addict. Recovery addict. Oh yeah, I think he did just end it. Well, welcome guys. Thank you so much for coming through. We're already at the end of the stream, but it was pretty wild. Oh, was he streaming too? Reckless Prius driving charge. Oh, he was doing what did he do today? A trial? Did a trial. This is Recovery Addicts channel. I like his setup. He's flying a spaceship. You got the chat on one side. I guess the audio level's there. I'm not sure what this is. Is that a soundboard? Something fancy, colorful there. Nice little setup. BK Court will be streaming it themselves. Oh, right on YouTube. Ask Laura, you know. So, okay. That's going to be big.
They're like,
Ryan Kohlberger?
Our helicopter's still flying?
Oh, hey, Recovery, how you doing? I didn't see he was in the chat. Marlon Ochoa Lopez at the end of the month. I didn't know that was... I don't remember the details to that. I remember covering that story. Marlon Ochoa. Why am my mind is slipping on that one? Is that... Oh, daughter will testify against her own mother. Is that the one... Woman pleads guilty to murder for helping
Hey, man.
her mother
Gonna
kill
knock it down.
pregnant
Thank
teen?
you.
Oh, I remember this story. I covered this shit. They're finally going to trial. I feel like this was years ago. It's the Chicago mother. I covered this sick story a while back. Is this the one that got lured off of Facebook? Let me see. I don't know if it's that one. That trial's coming. The problem is next month is going to be a really busy month. Well, actually, let me see. Next week we have two things coming up. Pre-trial hearings. Sarah Boone and I keep saying it every day just to remind everybody in case I forget. Okay, it's on the 16th. Sarah Boone and Adam Montgomery pre-trial hearings. Adam Montgomery is supposed to have a trial in February. Now Marlon Ochoa, which that trial might be a short trial. We might be able to squeeze things in if I could actually get things on a calendar. And I feel like there was some other stuff happening coming up in February. I think February, this year is going to be a big year for trials. We got the Tupac trial, Brian Kohlberger trial, potentially Alex Murdaugh trial. I don't know if it's happening this year. Yeah, this woman, this story was pretty sick. So I don't understand with these crimes too, the in-family crimes. I guess Stu's done. Yeah, I covered this a while back.
Where Marlene Ochoa's body was found. Sources telling us that she was lured to the home thinking that she was buying clothing.
Yeah, they lured her off of Facebook with the promise, a pregnant woman with the promise of like, I guess, baby clothes and stuff like that.
And supplies for her unborn child, but instead sources telling us she was led downstairs into that home and gruesomely had her child cut from her.
El Ramirez, I've been trying to find out what happened with Riverside. Where I feel like last night I asked that and somebody mentioned it, and then I lost him in the chat. Riverside needs help. They keep giving him the justice. 7, no bail for protesting. He got arrested? Is there, like, where can I read it? Where can I watch something about it? Does somebody talk about it? Riverside accountability. Oh, he hasn't been live in a while, too, huh? Let's see. It's been 4 weeks, so is he locked up?
In the Scottsdale neighborhood, she was strangled. Her death ruled a homicide.
There was a group page, I think it was called Help a Sister Out, and a woman who later was the one who called 911 that said that, she had a baby. She was giving clothes away.
Before she went missing, a Facebook post shows Ochoa chatting with a woman who offered free baby clothing. They made plans to meet up.
These people are the epitome, that they're just the bottom of the filth, the bottom dwellers of...
I used to have a fresh cut. Skin revitalized, looking young. Yeah, basically lured her off of, I guess this is mother and daughter, and I don't know if that's the father or the boyfriend. And they lured her to the house, and like they literally pulled the baby out of the womb, and then they try to take the baby to the hospital, be like, "Oh, I just gave birth." That might be interesting to check out, I guess, if it's a short trial. I mean, I don't know how interesting that's really going to be, honestly, but the disgusting story. But Um, he has no bail. Wow. Can you link this, brides? You want me to link this story? I can put it in the description. I just sent you the BK Court YouTube link. Oh, Vissy, where did you send it, on Discord? Oh, I see it now. I see it. Okay. All right. You have the YouTube page for that, where they're going to stream it at? And so is there any way to help out Riverside? Is there nothing anybody can do? Or I wonder what happened. Did he live stream the event that caused them to get arrested? Oh, whoa, what the hell? Somebody sent me this 10 minutes ago. There's so much going on with the Savannah Soto stuff. Attention, family and friends. Our dear niece Savannah Soto and Fabian Soto's funeral services will be postponed until further notice. Please respect our privacy/family as we're going through another family emergency. Please, no phone calls or messages. Another family emergency. I think my head's still big. I mean, it might look better because, not better, but bigger with all the hair I have now. They raided his house. That was his last live. Really? Hold on a second. Let me see if there's... This was 4 weeks ago. I don't know if this is it.
I'm not letting nobody fuck with me today. I'm fucking a little bit. Dude, when you get in your car, put on your seatbelt. 1-6. You know, do an audit and not like, shit.
Maybe that's not the right live. Was it this one?
Yo, what's up, everybody? What the fuck? You guys, we just woke up to a loud explosion. The cops are outside my house. I don't know what's going on. Stay on here. Screen record. I don't know what the fuck. Are they? Oh, shit.
Oh.
Whoa. Come here. Huh? Come out. Whoa. Wait. Get out. Leave the phone.
Wow. What the hell happened to this guy?
Are they?
So they won't let him bail. He can't bail out.
Shit.
No bond?
Come here. Huh? Come out. Whoa. Wait. Get out.
Wow. Holy crap. Feel bad for the guy. Kiki, that's your cousin? I'm almost wondering, he's out in Cali. He's, I don't know that I want to say he's a stringer. He's one of those, I think he's kind of like a First Amendment type of person. I mean, you could maybe classify a stringer as well, but, you know, they do like checks and stuff. And he was nice. He's let me use some of his video feeds. He's even driven out in person to some of the scenes, you know, and I would send people to his channel and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's personal because he's caught a lot of stuff on camera with the cops. So they probably don't like him. They probably know who he is. They probably know his name and stuff. So maybe they're coming back to mess with him. I don't know what case they have for him. Oh, an auditor. You're right. Okay, there you go. Cokes. I have mixed feelings about auditors sometimes. I like this guy. He's been really nice to me. I have sometimes have mixed feelings because I feel like sometimes some of them are, I guess the whole thing is that they're checking cops. They're checking that they're doing the right thing type of thing. But I've seen some really nasty ones too. And sometimes I don't agree, you know, but this guy's been pretty nice to me. Answer the door streaming. Yeah, they definitely know this guy. I mean, I've seen some. We follow each other on Instagram, and I've seen some of his interactions he's had, and I feel like they definitely know this guy. They've had probably previous issues with him. He's one of the Cali people. He catches a lot of stuff on camera.
What was the boyfriend's name?
So you other gang don't like racists?
Lexi, you can come out now. The cops are here. Your cops are here, Lexi. You didn't call them, so.
Oh, you called the cops, Lexi?
On the ground?
No crime has been committed here.
Trespassing private property.
No, we have permission. We have permission.
No one has permission.
We have permission. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
One of the neighbors opened the gate for us.
Why are you touching it? Yo, wait, we have permission. Faith, go. Faith, go.
So there's this other guy that I watched too on YouTube from Florida that's really funny. I can't remember his channel name. I wish I did now. He has like a weird, funny name. I can't remember his name though. Augie or something. But I've seen this guy do some checks, and I was actually surprised at some of the things I didn't know. I'll send you a link. It's over a protest. Our city is corrupt. Gigi. All right, Gigi, if you could email it to me at ikidmail@gmail.com, I'll take a look at it. But I do feel bad for this guy. I mean, I wonder what happened. Like, what are they charging him on to keep him that long? I think I said, somebody in the chat said, oh, he got 100K? That's nice. Oh, that's nice. Well, I liked it. Okay, I must have known that. I don't know. My memory's like all messed up. Oh, he's almost at 200K. He's about to celebrate his 200K. All right. There is another guy. I can't remember his name. A Frogie, Apri. You're looking at my subscribe stuff. I think it's Apri. Let me see. To Apri. This guy's actually really funny. Some of his stuff. Some of his pranks and stuff. I used to really like watching his he used to do like this funny interview stuff. He would like during the virus, he would literally do like these Zoom interviews, you know, because that's how everybody was doing it. And he'd just like pull out a beer and start drinking beer.
So
okay, I can do that for you.
All right, word.
All right, Kenny. Well, Henny, I'm sorry. Thanks for the time. All right.
Oh, are you buzzed? Is that why you mispronounced my name?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I apologize for mispronouncing it, but thank you for your time.
Oh no, I thought you were buzzed for a second. No worries.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
I wouldn't do that.
I'm good with numbers and stuff, so.
Excellent. I'm sorry, are you drinking a beer on the call?
Oh yeah, just getting a little buzz going.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think this is going to be a right fit for us going forward.
Oh, why is that? I have 6 months of experience.
You're day drinking on an interview.
Oh, I usually day drink. I just get a little buzz going just to kind of stay productive throughout the day.
No, I understand you, but that is against our policy.
Oh, well, no one saw that. How you doing today?
I really don't think this is going to be a good fit for you.
I need more than 6 months experience, was that?
No, it's not the experience, it's the...
He's pretty funny, but he did take a twist and started doing some of the audit stuff. I saw some apparently being silly in public. He started doing something where he would record like in the post office and stuff. He would try like kind of like antagonize people, and they'd be like, "Oh, you can't record here," and then apparently legally you kind of can actually record there, which I didn't know. And then the cops usually would come out and
you have to leave.
That type of stuff. Somebody was asking too about the whole have my symptoms improved. Hey Rebecca, the hiccups stopped. I haven't had any hiccups today, but they were really bad last night. Even after I got off stream and it stopped, it started again like twice or 3 times. The method with the water, plugging my ears and drinking water, when I tried it again, it didn't work. The peanut butter method actually worked. So I did the peanut butter and the hiccups like went away. It came back. I did it again. And I think almost the third time I did, I want to work. And then I forgot what else I did. But I haven't had it today. So I know that's true, hoax. Yeah, that's the thing with that. Proof. It's me, V. Nick and Mo, we need proof of life. I don't know if let me see. I don't know if they said anything else. Pup Life said that the pup is okay. me tweet him. Hey, they're asking for proof of life. Seriously. Pepsid. I have Pepsid Complete, but I had some other recommendations that I might try. The acid stuff hasn't really been bad today. I felt it a little bit. I've been very careful with what I eat, and the only thing I've drank is water. I haven't touched nothing else. Soda, carbonated water, alcohol, nothing. Just water and like light foods. NBC LA published an article. Let's see. Ooh. Wait. What is this? Stace. What is the article you sent me? Oh, that stream was crazy. The hiccups. Pup scanning our on group chat. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. And we got confirmation dog is okay. All right. I think they want like a literal picture of you guys holding the dog up. Like some type of hostage thing. Oh, this is about Riverside? Okay, let's check it out. All right. We'll look into this. And then maybe this will be the last thing for now. For the stream. How long have we been going on now? An hour? Oh, I don't know why. I feel like we've been here like 2 hours or something. It's only been an hour? Thank you, Stace. So, a Superior Court. I wish I could add like this. Okay. A Superior Court judge allowed a conspiracy case to move forward against a group of activists, including Eden, Alex, and Amarato, who were accused of assault and other felonies while protesting violence against street vendors. All right, let's check it out. A battered security guard, a humiliating forced apology, allegations surface in activist street vendor case. In early September, Eden took to social media to ask his hundreds of thousands of followers to help find a security guard who had attacked a group of street vendors in Pomona. We'll be holding him accountable. And Amarato said in his live stream video from outside of Pomona police station, where he chastised police for not investigating the attack. Several hours later, the security guard was lying on the floor of an El Supermarket, battered and blasted with pepper spray by a group of activists allegedly led by an Amarato. So they're saying, damn, okay, is this for real? Does he have a group of friends or Riverside Presser in DM? Damn, we could do a whole live stream about this. Okay, you found the press conference. Okay, this could have been a whole. Should we start another one?
Good afternoon, everyone.
This was 3 weeks ago. Let's just do it here, I guess. But it almost could have been a whole live stream. ABC7 has a video. You have video? IGDM with the link. Okay. Wow, you guys know the scoop. Let me see. I think we'll just stay here. If I want to clip it, I can clip it into a short video. Thank you. Let me see. Accept the DM. Primary. And I appreciate you telling me where you sent it, like which social media, because like a lot of times people don't, and then I'm like trying to find it, and it's kind of hard. So thank you. Okay.
8 people have been arrested in the Inland Empire, including...
What the hell? Empire? What's going on?
8 people have been arrested in the Inland Empire, including a local activist.
Oh, no, that's his last. Oh, yeah.
8 people have been arrested in the Inland Empire, including a local. 8 people have been arrested in the Inland Empire, including a local activist accused in
Inland
violent
Empire. I thought they were saying he's running an empire. I was like, wow.
assaults and more. Investigators say the suspects record themselves and manipulate and distort the videos to post on social media. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Robert McMillan reports.
If you know of a vendor that, sells down your block, go spend some 20-30 minutes with that person.
He's the guy known for sticking up for street vendors in Southern California who've either been physically or verbally attacked.
We're here to let them know that they're not alone.
Activist Eden Enamorado.
For anyone thinking about attacking street vendors, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have a major backlash.
Not only showing support for street vendors, but also involved in rowdy protests like this one in front of the Fontana mayor's home last month over a controversial ordinance involving street vendors.
As you see, we're outside our house. We're exercising our First Amendment right.
But according to detectives, there's a different side to Eden Enamorado, along with 7 other protesters in his group now under arrest, accused of several felony crimes, including assault with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, and kidnapping.
This group is not about substance for the human condition, but rather clickbait for cash.
San Bernardino County Sheriff Shannon
Clickbait
Dykett
for cash. He really said that. We're going to take a look at that press conference.
But rather clickbait for cash.
San Bernardino County Sheriff Shannon Dykett says the group was also leading a protest in front of the Victorville Sheriff's Station in September. But at an incident earlier that day, he says Enamorado and others stopped a group of people at a local car wash, surrounded their vehicle, and attacked them, then edited their video and posted it online to further their cause.
This group manipulates videos and photos on social media in an attempt to make them look like they're protectors of underrepresented people. However, they use racism to threaten and intimidate their victims, causing them to get on their knees to beg for forgiveness while still assaulting them.
No, I can't believe that. I have to see video of that. There's no way they're doing that. What? Is that for real?
They use racism to threaten and intimidate their victims, causing them to get on their knees.
I can imagine that. Because I remember back when all the BLM stuff was happening, when it was really, really crazy years ago, right? And there was a lot of rioting and burning stuff down. And there was people getting on their hands and knees, begging for forgiveness. I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, get up! What's wrong with you? Disgusting. I don't know, because it's just weird to me. I don't know, but anyway, so they're saying that Riverside these people made them do that to other people?
However, they use racism to threaten and intimidate their victims, causing them to get on their knees to beg for forgiveness while still assaulting them.
Wow, I have to see that. I have to see that. I'm shocked.
What this group does is not protected by the First Amendment. It's illegal.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
Wow. Bro, I'm so taken back by this. All right, so let's read this article and then we'll look at the press conference, the full press conference. Okay, so this whole, the render thing, that sounds admirable and the face value, but they're trying to say that this is not what they were doing. And okay, so let's see. Several hours later, the security guard was lying on the floor of a supermarket, battered and blasted with pepper spray by a group of activists allegedly led by Enamorado. Now Enamorado has portrayed himself on social media as the voice for the underserved communities and the loudest critic among an army of activists who have publicly shamed law enforcement officials and racist, is behind bars accused of committing a pattern of ritualized harassment to gain notoriety, according to prosecutors. Enamorado, whose online video posts have been seen by millions of viewers, led a rally that blocked the police station and then heavily edited a video of an incident that followed to remove scenes that incriminated some of his fellow protesters, according to prosecutors. So I wonder if this is true. Yeah, they're going to have to pull up the evidence. Yo, Katrina, right? If this is true, they're going to have to get the evidence. I wonder if they could request it from YouTube, if they could subpoena and be like, can they get the supposed unedited version? I want to see what they're talking about. Enamorado. Okay, so I read that already. So they're saying he edited the videos. And you can't edit live streams after the fact. You can, just like I chopped out last night's live. It just left 17 minutes. You can. Or you can download it and repost it. But during a 5-day preliminary hearing that ended Wednesday, videos of various incidents were played, but law enforcement investigators were often unable to identify any named defendants as appearing in them. Okay, so they played various videos, but they couldn't identify the defendants. After the arguments were made, Judge Zahara Arradondo ruled that the charges over vandalism and using tear gas would be dropped against 7 of the defendants, but the criminal case could proceed on 15 remaining charges. They got a lot of charges, damn. In her ruling that the trial could proceed, Arradondo said that a preliminary hearing is meant to show whether a reasonable person could harbor a strong suspicion of a defendant's guilt, and that she found there was evidence that the defendants had carried out a conspiracy to commit violence. I hold every person accountable, the judge said, in reference to the conspiracy charge and the exclusion of one of the defendants. She called a video of an alleged victim giving a forced apology to Enamorado while on their knees, humiliating. So I guess it's true. I mean, I have to see it myself, but there's video of that, I guess, somewhere. That I don't like that. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Did the person say something racist to him, and so he said, "Get on your hands," and he's apologized? I don't know. But it just takes me back to like these people a couple years ago that I saw on video. It was to me, it was like really disgusting. I was like, ugh. You know, I'm not even. I was like, stand up, get off the ground. Like, what's wrong with you? Confluence said, "You got me with the title of the dog being thrown out the window. The rest of the mofos can get bent." I'm shocked to hear this stuff. One of the most offensive things possible that can be done to a person. I'm surprised that that they're even standing up for this. I don't know what Riverside County is like. I'm surprised because you would think that Cali would just be like, "Oh, that's perfect. That's great." Still, Arradondo dropped all but one charge against Guilt Acevedo. He still faces a charge of assault, but it has been dropped from a felony to misdemeanor. The group led by Enamorado, referred to as the Justice 8, but their supporters are vocal critics of law enforcement. Their lawyers have argued that they were exercising their First Amendment rights when the incidents occurred. The fact that some people might not like their message does not make them criminals, defense attorney Dan Chambers said. Okay, so that's the defense attorney. He added that the prosecution wants to frame his protesters as a roving mob. San Bernardino County District Attorney Jason Wilkerson said that the alleged conspiracy involved more than one incident and that the defendants could be guilty of conspiracy even if they were not present when all the alleged crimes took place. The actions of these groups, despite their message, tears the fabric of society, Wilkerson said, adding that they had conspired to take part in a preconceived vigilantism. The named defendants include Enamorado. I'm just going to skip all of the other people, but these are grown. You know, I don't know how old Enamorado is. They probably said at the beginning, but Wendy, 40, 28-year-old, 33, 26, 44, 40. It's interesting to see this stuff happen because you kind of see the stuff that happened with Turtle Boy. I don't know the whole story of Karen Reed and Turtle Boy, but I think he's arrested, right? I don't know if he bailed out yet. They're kind of coming for these online people now. The case remains under investigation and more people could be charged, according to the prosecution. The group's alleged tactics surrounding vehicles during protests and using pepper sprays in an offensive manner were meant to intimidate people, prosecutors say. Enamorado's attorney, Nicholas, accused the security guard, referred to in the court documents as John Doe, of being a liar and the aggressor, saying that the guard had attacked the street vendors. Rosenberg said that all of the alleged victims in the case did not have clean hands and had actively provoked the named defendants. Just before members reportedly chased the security guard into the El supermarket, the group had protested outside the home of a man who threw a bottle filled with an unknown liquid at protesters outside a Pomona police station. Witnesses said the bottle was filled with urine. According to the defense attorneys, it was reportedly unclear who the aggressor was in the incident, and the man left the scene. During one of Enamorado's live stream videos outside of the police station, someone can be heard saying they'll let go the bottle throwers home. Someone can be heard saying they'll go to the bottle throwers home. Prosecutors say this moment was an example of an alleged conspiracy. Later, about 10 to 20 people found the man sitting in his car outside of his home, about a mile from the police station. The man, referred to in the court documents as John Doe 2, pleaded with the crowd to not beat him up, according to prosecutors, and groveled while on his knees. Oh, well, yeah, I guess there's a group of people and he's afraid. I wonder if this stuff is up on his channel, or is it taken down, or I don't know. The threat of violence from Enamorado and others in the group was clear, prosecutors said. Another conspiracy, according to prosecutors, was when Enamorado received an Instagram message from the Pomona security guard's location, which prosecutors said led to violence and showed a pattern with other incidents. So we got an Instagram message about the Pomona security guard's location. Okay, so they have this evidence, I guess. Prosecutors and defense attorneys disagree on whether San Bernardino County should have jurisdiction over the incidents in Pomona, which is Los Angeles County. Prosecutors accuse the defendants of deploying similar tactics on September 24th in Victorville, San Bernardino. The group called an organized rally outside of the Victorville's sheriff's station to protest a San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office deputy who a day earlier had body slammed a 16-year-old girl. I think I saw that video. During a fight at a high school football game, the incident was caught on video and shared on social media by Enamorado. Protesters blocked the entrance of the sheriff's station and surrounded a civilian vehicle driven by a deputy reporting for work. Law enforcement officials said they had to use the back entrance during the protest. While the protesters were leaving the station and crossing in front of a car wash, a driver tried to pass through the crowd, according to a video played in court. Yo, so there's been a lot of ish going on. I had no idea all this was going on. What? Several protesters are seen standing in front of the vehicle, blocking it and inciting a confrontation with a male passenger in the car, according to prosecutors who narrated the video and identified 3 of them. Askita, Lujan, and I mean, if they have all this stuff, supposedly, they've been working on this for a while. The passenger jumps out of the car, hitting a protester with one of its doors. Defense attorney said he appears aggressive. A man prosecutors identified as Enamorado pushes the man, referred to in the court documents as John Doe 3. A protester identified as Pena punches him, while another, reportedly Chavez, pepper sprays him. Another, identified as Acevedo, throws multiple punches at John Doe 3, but none of them land. The brawl ends when a passing San Bernardino County Sheriff's cruiser flashes its lights and sounds its sirens. As protesters walk away, John Doe 3, a voice prosecutors identified as Enamorado, is heard saying, "That's what he gets." Enamorado later released an edited version of the video and claimed that the man had SA'd Lujan during the melee, meaning physical, like with his hands. Prosecutors accused Enamorado of editing the video multiple times to support his side of the story and sensationalize the incidents. Days after the protest, Chavez told Enamorado he was concerned about the video. The video showed, according to a subpoena text, so they did a lot. They subpoenaed text messages. Chavez told Enamorado he was concerned about what the video showed, according to subpoena text messages. "Hey bro, could you take down the video? It's incriminating me," Chavez wrote in a text message that was presented to the court through a subpoena warrant. Enamorado wrote back that Acevedo had also asked for the video to be taken down. Prosecutors and investigators say each separate act, including showing up at the home of a group's intended target and allegedly threatening violence, are indications of conspiracy. Defense attorney Damien, what's up, Kicks, said a crowd does not imply conspiracy. Alomiri said, noting that there are 8 individuals facing varying charges. If it's illegal to protest, then they are guilty of conspiracy. Some of the defendants did not dispute that they were involved in fights during the protest. Enamorado was charged as a felon in possession of a firearm. He acknowledged that he had posted a video on Instagram November 17th of himself firing a gun at a shooting range. Also, he's not supposed to have a gun, I guess. He has also conceded that he was involved in a fist fight with the security guard in Pomona. Outside the courtroom, supporters gathered to offer their support for Enamorado and others charged. Damn. Antelope Valley resident Chris Serrano, 38, who attended the hearing in support of activists, said it seemed that law enforcement officials were painting Enamorado as a monster. There's a lot of vulnerable people who don't get the opportunities that others do. Serrano said people are out there assaulting vendors, harassing them, taking away their money and food that lets them help their family. What are you supposed to do? Wow. What an article. I had no idea all this was going on. I had no idea. Let's take a look at the press conference, 7 minutes long. Bro, they made a whole press conference on this?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm Shannon Dicus, the Sheriff of San Bernardino County. That's SHANNDICUS. As part of their oath, a law enforcement officer swears to protect the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California. As it pertains to the First Amendment, we protect those who legally express their right to protest their government. For the last several months, we've been involved in an investigation in conjunction with our partners from the Pomona Police Department, the Fontana Police Department, the Upland Police Department, and the Victorville Police Department, which I am the contracted law enforcement service provider. During this investigation, the group you will hear about violated the law extending beyond the First Amendment to violence. Victims of their actions made reports to the agencies present here. Those reports have been investigated, search warrants and arrest warrants have been sought, and unfortunately these victims still live in fear. Earlier this morning, we executed these warrants. This group manipulates videos and photos on social media in an attempt to make them look like they are protectors of underrepresented people. However, they use racism to threaten and intimidate their victims, causing them to get on their knees to beg for forgiveness while still assaulting them. What this group does is not protected by the First Amendment. It's illegal, and unfortunately, some elected officials have tacitly criticized the local democratic process, which emboldens this group. In San Bernardino County, myself, our local police chiefs, to include the Pomona Police Chief, and the deputies and officers that work for our departments will always continue to uphold the law and protect its citizens from this type of unlawful behavior. This group is not about substance for the human condition, but rather clickbait for cash. I now want to introduce the Victorville City Police Department's Detective Sergeant Tony Romero, who oversaw this investigation, to explain the course of this investigation to you. Tony?
Thank you, Sheriff.
I'm just surprised they could hold him without him getting like a bond.
Good afternoon. My name is Sergeant Romero. I'm assigned to the Victorville Sheriff Station. This investigation began in late September.
Oh, if Trump has a trial too, if they stream it, that would be big. Yeah.
When we investigated a brutal assault that occurred at a protest in the city of Victorville. The investigation quickly became a multi-agency investigation when we discovered our group of suspects were responsible for violent acts during other protests in both San Bernardino and Los Angeles counties. The investigation stemmed from multiple incidents involving this group, to include the assault that occurred in our city on September 24th, 2023. Throughout the course of our 10-week investigation, investigators positively identified 8 active suspects belonging to this group of activists who committed the crimes of assault with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, conspiracy, convicted felon in possession of a firearm, and other offenses currently under the review of the District Attorney's Office. This morning, all 8 suspects were arrested in multiple cities and multiple counties. The suspects were identified as Eden Alex Enamorado, 36 years old, out of Upland. Wendy Lujan, 40 years old, out of Upland. David Chavez, 28 years old, out of Riverside. Stephanie Amasqueta, 33 years old, out of San Bernardino. Gillett Acevedo, 30 years old, out of San Bernardino. Edwin Pena, 26 years old, out of Los Angeles. Fernando Lopez, 44 years old, out of Los Angeles. And Vanessa Carrasco, 40 years old, out of Ontario. And you can refer to their images on our poster board to my left. During the arrests and search warrants, evidence was collected to corroborate the crimes that were committed. The evidence will not be released to protect the integrity of the investigation at this time. Thank you and appreciate you for being here. I will now turn it back over to the sheriff.
Thank you, Tony. As Tony mentioned, this is an ongoing investigation.
This is so wild to me. The other thing too, I had no idea like all this stuff was going on or like these accusations. But like, yo, how many times do we watch the Sheriff Grady Judd, right? And he does this whole thing, and he has a poster in there, and you have all these, like, you know, this whole thing here. Never would have thought there'd be some YouTubers or, you know, activists, I guess activists maybe, but on this type of form like this. I mean, they really are doing a whole investigation
related to the prosecution. So I apologize in advance. We may not be able to answer them, but we will take a few questions. Yes, sir.
Why is so the one guy in the middle is Victor Digger? I understand he's the ringleader. Can you explain?
He's the ringleader, that's what they're asking.
Involvement in this?
Absolutely. Tony?
Yes, Eden Alex Amarato is the organizer of this group. He is the one that coordinates events in which these other suspects partake in.
And then there was an assault, you said, I believe, on the September 23rd for the incident that happened in your city. Can you describe more about that particular incident, what happened, and what the time?
At this time, it's still an active investigation, and I can't disclose that information at this time.
So you can't say, like, who was assaulted? Was it law enforcement? Was it victim?
They were members of the community of Victorville.
Any other questions related to the arrest or prosecution?
You had said clickbait for cash. Can you elaborate?
Sure. It appears that during this investigation, videos of the truth were manipulated and put out to the public to make it look like an underserved population was being represented, kind of Robin Hoodish, when in fact there was felonious activity behind this. They have a large following. The more clicks they get, the more money they make as it relates to how the systems that they operate within work. They're more about not substance for what their issues are, but really getting that clickbait and making money off of that, just like any internet influencer does. Folks, thank you for being here this afternoon. We appreciate it. We'll go ahead and conclude the current press conference. If you have any questions, please route them through the public affairs, and if we're able to answer those questions, I'll be more than happy to do so. But thank you for covering this story.
Okay. There it is. Oh, the weight loss stuff. I have two friends that are into like fitness that I'm gonna link up with to get myself back in shape. Probably even cutting out all this juice and soda, whatever. I'm not really a big soda drinker, but I think even the first sugar-free soda, I think it's probably worse for you than whatever. I think even just the fact that I'm just drinking water now, maybe that'll help me drop the weight faster. Protester arrested. We covered your post because it may be graphic. What post? The chase? Oh, damn. Facebook put a little cover on it. I think it's because of the dog. Never mind the human. It must be the dog. All right, all right. Accept decision. I don't know what's going on with these guys, man. I guess we'll see. I guess there's nothing anything can do. I guess if they won't let them get out, they can't bond, they can't bail out or nothing. So, wow. Thank you. No. Yeah, I'm not even into sugar, really. No, guys. No, trying to set me up. No. All right, I guess that's it for now. I'll timestamp this video after. And I guess I'm gonna chill. I'll try to look. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Gotta do some stuff around the house and clean up, but I'll try to see if there's any updates with the Savannah thing. The only thing that I'm really seeing that people were asking is like that they postponed the funeral stuff, which is, I don't know, kind of interesting, I guess. Oh, well, not even that. They said that there's another family emergency. So, like, what's the other family emergency? I don't know what's going on. Somebody said, was one of the family members missing? And then I said, no, they were found this morning or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, bro. Savannah family is posting this girl. People are saying that she was related to them. She was missing, but she was found. Man, they need to get together. Jesus. Lord. Anyway, man, yeah, you guys take care. Maybe something will pop off later. I'll be back. And, yeah, hit the like button, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace. Blah. Bloop, 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 bloop. He's so stupid.